welcome to my kitchen. My name is Brian Storrs, and this is my demo video. So today I'm going to be preparing something that is a conglomeration of different things that I've put together through some of my culinary experiences and my life experiences. Today what I'm going to be making is I'm going to be making sopas, which I call them gorditas. When I was in Mexico, there are these little corn patties that they form and they put different fillings in them. Here, like I said, they're called sopas, but I call them little gorditas. And they're going to be stuffed with poblano peppers. They're going to be stuffed with some roasted corn. And then I'm going to top them off with a papaya pineapple radish salsa that has tequila, a little bit of agave and orange and lime juice in it. And then I'm going to also accompany that with some flank steak that I've done a really yummy, 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 yummy marinade on. So let's go ahead and get this together. First of all, I'm going to go ahead and prepare the sopas, or the gorditas. And I served a 2-year mission in Mexico. And when I was in Mexico, one of my favorite things to do was to sit in the kitchens with these little old ladies and cook. The men would be out in the fields, and the women would be at home. And their one purpose and their one job was to make yummy, delicious food for people. And so here I am, this little white guy, and they called me El Tomatillo, or Jitomate, because I had bright red cheeks, and Jitomate is a red tomato. And so here I am, this little white guy in Mexico, with bright red cheeks, sitting down with these little old women, just cooking and having a blast. And the fun thing is that it reminded me so much of being with my own grandmother and my own mother in our kitchen. And I discovered that it doesn't matter where you're at in the world, it doesn't matter what type of food you're cooking, it doesn't matter the flavor profile or how expensive or how inexpensive the food is. That memories and family and good food all go hand in hand. And that's one of the things that I remember most about my grandmother, was sitting in her kitchen just like I would be with these little old grandmas in Mexico, and we'd be cooking. So, now that I've got some things chopped here, what I would normally do is I would roast off the poblano peppers, roast off the corn, and roast off the onions. Then what I would do is I'd come over and I'd mix everything together. So here I have a little bit of quinoa, because we're going to boost the nutritional value of this dish using quinoa. Then we do a little bit of masa, which is corn flour, and that's what they use to make corn tortillas and tamales out of. About a cup of water. Then I have my roasted corn and my onions, a little bit of garlic in there as well. I have my roasted poblano pepper, and that goes in. Now, this is, as I said, very traditional. And I do speak Spanish, and so I'll ramble on a little bit of Spanish here for a second. Este tipo de comida es la comida que está típico de la casa de mexicana. Las personas mexicanas se comen este cada día. Es la comida que está más típico, y es la comida que es más cerca de mi corazón, es la comida que me encanta, la comida de casa mexicana. So basically what I just said is that this is a very normal food in everyday Mexico. Everyday people eat this, and it's very close to my heart, and it's called comida de casa, or house food. And that's one of the reasons why I love it so much. Now, once I get my batter done, what I would do is I would come over here and we're going to form the little patties. And basically you take a little tiny bit of the masa and you form it into these little tiny gorditas, or these little tiny patties. Sort of kind of like a sausage patty or a small burger. And then we're going to fry those off. And I like to keep them small, so that way you get a lot of flavor in each little bite without getting overwhelmed on your plate. Now, those are going to fry. And we're going to let those fry up for a couple of minutes, then we'll flip them. Now, as those are cooking, let's go ahead and let's make our dressing. So, this dressing has a little tiny bit of tequila in it. And who doesn't like something with tequila? I know I do. So, we're going to put a little tiny bit of tequila in here, about a tablespoon. Then we need a little bit of fresh orange juice. Perfect. About a half an orange will work well for this. We're going to do a little bit of fresh lime. And of course, a little bit of the agave. Now, one of the fun things about cooking with liquor is that you get all of the flavor, but then when you cook with it, it evaporates the alcohol. Well, this dressing is going to be fully loaded. Which means it's going to have a little tiny bit of alcohol in it, but not enough that it's going to get anybody drunk, but just enough to give it a little extra flavor. Let's see how we're doing here. Ho, 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 ho. That's like somebody's margarita from heaven right there. What I need now is a little salt, a little pepper. Knock this up a notch. A little salt, a little pepper. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to set a little tiny bit of this aside to be able to use to dress my salad. Then the rest of it, little tiny bit aside. There we go. That's for the dressing. Now, what I'm going to do with the rest of it is I'm going to coat my salsa that I'm making. And I've got papaya that I've diced up. Fresh papaya. It's got that beautiful pinkish orange color to it. Some fresh diced pineapple. Then a little bit of radish. Now in Mexico, if you go to any of the little taco carts, every single taco cart is going to have radishes, onions, and lime. It's traditional, so no matter what you're eating, you always put a little bit of lime on it. And then with the tacos, you of course put the radish and you put the salsa on it. And I'm going to let this marinate while we finish up our other ingredients. Just take one more little bite of this, let's see. Oh, that's good. Okay, back on here we go. We're going to turn these little cakes over. They're starting to get this nice golden color on them. And that's exactly what we want. Golden like the sunrise. Now, these I'm going to transfer into the oven to finish cooking. And for this demo, I've already got some prepared and ready to roll. So this is what they're going to look like when they're done. They're going to have this nice golden color to them. And these almost look like fried green tomatoes, which is kind of, being here in the South in Nashville, it's fun to have dishes that kind of mirror and look like other ones that we have here. So, let me get to plating. This is marinating. I've got my salad that we're going to dress right here. Here goes that reserve liquid that we had. In it goes. You know, my grandmother, Mary Bell, they were in Layton, Utah, so they were raised in Utah. Good old home cook. But I always remember coming home and Grandma would always have something ready to eat. And to Grandma J, if a little bit was good, then a lot must be better. So it didn't matter if it was corn chowder, if it was divinity, if it was peanut brittle, it didn't matter if it was pot roast or shrimp cocktail. If a little tiny bit was good, you asked for more, you got a complete other serving. And I thank her for my fabulous figure that I have nowadays. All right, this steak is ready to roll. Now, the steak, what I did is I wanted to get some really good smoky, yummy flavors into it. So I chose to do a coffee crust on it, which has coffee ground up, a little bit of brown sugar, some cayenne pepper, some paprika, and then it's got a little bit of salt and pepper in it, and then just a hint of cumin. And what I want to do is I want to slice this. Oh, ho, ho, ho. That is beautiful. Nice. I just want to slice this nice and thin. It's been sitting for about 5 minutes. Oh, that is nice right there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Fantastic. All right. Let's get this plate together. Now, before I started all this, I went ahead and made my cream plate. Sorry, this is a avocado creme fraiche. So basically, it's got garlic, avocado, creme fraiche, and then some lime juice in it. However, at the store, they did not have any creme fraiche. They were out. So what I did is I kind of compromised and came home and said, what do I have that I can use in this? And what I ended up having was some whole whipping cream and a little bit of Philadelphia cream cheese. And I went ahead and mixed those two together, and it came up with a fantastic flavor that I think I almost like better than creme fraiche. So here is my avocado creme fraiche. Uh-oh, we already have an explosion. And we're just going to decorate the plate. And we're going to take a tiny bit of our arugula salad that we have tossed in that tequila dressing. We're going to pile that right in the center there. Very nice. Followed by one of our delicious little cakes right there. And our meat we're going to do right there. Very nice. And we're going to top this off with a little bit of our pineapple, papaya, radish salsa. Right there. A little bit of that extra to drizzle on top. Oh, good stuff that is. And a little tiny bit of chopped cilantro on there. And to finish it, a little bit of queso fresco, which is a Mexican cheese, which is a crumbly, delicious, salty cheese. And that's going to go on top there. All right. So, here we have my little creation. We have our poblano sope with the roasted poblanos, roasted corn, and roasted onion in there. Then we've topped it off with the steak, the papaya, the papaya, pineapple, radish salsa, and then the tequila, lime, orange dressing. Where's the fork? I'm going to eat and taste it. And my little cameraman, my brother behind you there, he is going to get to try some of this here in a minute too. And I want to actually get all these components in together here. And let's see how successful this is. Okay, that's good stuff. Wow. Well, thank you for letting me audition, and thank you for being here with me in my home, my kitchen, and hopefully I'll see you all soon. Have a good one. Thanks. Bye.